Sirozah 10, February 20th. Ardvi the moist fertile. Aredvi Anahita of Eston, Moist-Powerful-Spotless. Guardian of the waters, female. Dame name Aban. In the most archaic period, Anahita is the ruler of the third function, having to do with fertility, production, well-being, prosperity, and pleasure. She is the prototype of the great goddess. She is generally kind and gentle, and so was always friendly to the Zarathustra in her form. It is said that when Zarathustra was in his darkest hour, as he was trying to awaken the people to the truth of his message, it was the encouragement of Anahita that sustained him and gave him direction. This was because her principle, better than any other, realized the benefit of the truth among the people. She is the source of all the waters, a heavenly spring which gives rise to cosmic stream flowing down to the celestial starry source, giving us all the beneficial waters necessary to life. These holy waters purify, empower, and make effective the semen, the womb, and the milk necessary for the reproductive process to occur in a happy and healthy manner. Historically, Anahita held the position as a great goddess in the whole vast region of the Ardivisure. This was larger than any empire up to the time, and so when the Greeks encountered the great goddess of other peoples, they often misinterpreted them as really being a form of the Ardvi Anahita. The Greek form of her name is anâhitayå. It is important to understand that Anahita forms a natural polarity with Ahura Mazda. That polarity, why a manifestation of the universal principle of duality, is in no way tinged with the paradigm of good against evil. Anahita rules over the waters and liquids, whereas Ahura Mazda rules the fire. The goddess is represented by elaborate and detailed sacred images and icons, while the wise Lord has no visible image or representation in art. Anahita is sensual and tactile, while Ahura Mazda is spiritual and abstract. This theological polarity is reflected in the liturgical and magical polarity between fire and water liquids. The highest of this is found in the juxtaposition of the sacred fire, attar, and the sacred drink, haoma. Other liquids, such as water, milk, and wine, can also help form this polarity with fire. This polarity is akin to an electromagnetic model, through and by which energy is produced, in which constitutes a current affecting communication between the worlds. This fire-water polarity is also found in Germanic cosmology, and the Sirozah describes this polarity first before the water turns to ice. Let's see here. Okay. The polarity first before the water turns to ice as it approaches the fiery realm in the cosmogonic myth. The Aban XXX 126 through 129 contains a detailed description of her physical appearance. She is tall, strong, fair-bodied, and of glorious lineage. She has girded her waist tightly, so that her breasts may be well-shaped, that they may be tightly pressed. She wears an 8-rayed diadem with 100 stars, 4-lobed earrings, and a necklace. She carries the sacred beresma, and her body is draped in a cape of beaver fur. A powerful invocation to Anahita occurs in the same Yasht, XXX 130 through 32, which concludes, through the strength of this sacrifice, of this invocation, O Ardvi Anahita, come down from those stars towards the earth made by Ahura, towards the sacrificing priest Zeotar, towards full boiling milk. Come to help him who is offering up libations, giving gifts, sacrificing, and entreating that thou wouldest grant him thy favors. I bless the sacrifice and prayer and the strength and vigor of the holy water spring Anahita. In the practice of magic, Anahita is of extreme value. She bestows victory, riches, pleasure, being. She supports you in your noble efforts unconditionally and can always be relied upon in times of need. She will appear to you when there is time for change in your life. Sirozah 10, February 21st. Aredvisure Anahita Aban, to the good waters made by Mazda, to the holy river Ardvi Anahita, to all the waters made by Mazda, to all the plants made by Mazda. Apãm, vanguhînãm, mazdadhâtanãm, areduyå, anâhitayå, ashaonyå, vîspanãmca, apãm, mazdadhâtanãm, vîspanãmca, urvaranãm, mazdadhâtanãm.